I feel like 20s is such a defining decade that we can't afford to just be floating through it. A lot of people believe that, oh, I'm in my 20s, I can do whatever I want. Why that is true, it's also important that you have discipline in your 20s. See, being disciplined cannot be overemphasized. See, being disciplined would help you in a lot of areas in your life. If you are disciplined, that means you are willing to do stuff no matter how difficult it is. You are willing to give the required effort it takes to achieve something. And that is actually what you need in your 20s. Discipline helps you in a lot of areas in your life. Discipline helps you, manage your time better. Discipline helps you stop procrastinating. For example, now I used to pride myself in being a chief procrastinator, and I was like, oh, I'm just a procrastinator, I can't help it. But ever since I decided that, oh, I don't want to identify as a procrastinator anymore. I'm going to start posting weekly on my YouTube. This thing is not an hobby. This is what I actually want to do. So I realized that being disciplined about it, like, oh, I'm going to do this no matter how difficult it is, has really helped me stay consistent. And those are areas where I have built discipline myself. There are still other areas where I'm lacking. For example, I still don't wake up early. Everybody around me knows discipline can help you financially. If you are disciplined, you're not just going to spend your money anyhow. It will help you achieve your goals. If you are disciplined, you'll be able to finish that online course you've been procrastinating on. You'll be able to, build LB habits. If it's the fact that you want to clean more, you want to exercise more, that is the areas where discipline comes to play. And that is why discipline is the most important point in everything I'm going to talk about today. So now I'm going to talk about the second point, which is basically to educate yourself. Having a skill in your 20s is one of the best thing you can do for yourself. Improve your skill, learn a skill. It is really important. Those skills will come in handy in a lot of ways. See, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. That 9 to 5 job you think you have, what if you get laid off from it? And it is that skill that you thought you didn't need that is going to help you. So it's really important to have a skill in your 20s. Those girl, those skill can pay your bills. So there are a lot of skills you can learn. This is not the video that will teach you the skills to learn. Just go on Google, type skills, and let me add that digital skills are really important in this era. So try as much as possible to be learning digital skills. Choose any of your choice. You don't have to really go into tech. I see a lot of people are like, oh, it has to be tech. It's not only tech that there's money, but there's money in tech, obviously, but it's not only tech that there's money. You don't have to be a programmer. So choose one thing that you're interested in and learn it. Guys, you need to stop trying to prove yourself to anybody. In the grand scheme of things, those people you are trying to prove yourself to, they don't matter. You should be doing things that you want to do, not because you want to prove to somebody that, yeah, you can do this thing. It should be things that makes you happy. So what I'm just trying to say is that do things that actually make you happy, and don't do things because you want to prove to somebody that you can do it. Because that is a lot of time you are wasting, girl. That is a lot of time that you could be using to do productive things that you're trying to prove to them. And at the end of the day, it might not make you happy at the end of the day. Just realize that it wasn't even really worth it at the end of the day, because after proving all these things, what did I get in return? I mean, those people you are trying to prove to already know that you can do these things. Either they are just jealous, or you are the one paying them mind. So, sis, don't spend your 20s trying to prove anything to anybody. If you know within yourself that, oh, you are this, then better believe you are this. Because at the end of the day, people's validation don't matter. It is what you tell yourself that matters. Another point I want to talk about is investing in yourself, your look, invest in your mental health, invest in your appearance, invest in your soul, invest in your spiritual life. It's as easy as that, because that investment you are going to repeat, if not in your 20s, in your 30s or 40s. It's going to come in handy for you. So, girl, invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will. My fifth point is to mind the business that pays you. Hmm? This cannot be overemphasized. Mind the business that pays you. Because why are you spending your 20s gossiping about somebody? Why are you spending your time on gossip blogs? Why are you spending your time stalking celebrities? Those people are taken away from you because they are living the life you are not yet living. And you are going to spend your days thinking, oh, why are these people enjoying life and I am stuck in this place? Why can't I be them? All those things they are going to take away from you. You are going to start getting jealous, comparing yourself is going to affect your mental health at the end of the day. So why not just take that time and mind the business that pays you instead of going on that gossip blog and gossiping about that celebrity? How about you focus on that your online course and get through with it? You understand what I'm saying? Like, mind the business that pays you. If it's not going to add money to your account, it's not going to increase your credit score, it's not paying the bills for you, why are you spending your time on it? My sixth point, which might actually be my favorite, is learning to set boundaries in your 20s. Guys, eh, learning to say no is very, 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 very important. Because a lot of people are going to try to take advantage of you. And if you are not learning to say no in your 20s, it's going to be difficult to learn to say no in your 30s. Because you had a whole decade to build that habit. It's not going to be easy to change that. So in your 20s, learn to set healthy boundaries in all aspect of your life, in your personal life, in your relationship, in your work life. Learn to set boundaries. And one book that I've been reading that has helped me is this, Learning to Say No. I'm going to try to find the soft copy and put it on the screen. Never be a people pleaser. Nothing comes out of being a people pleaser. It's just that the people just say like, oh, yeah, easy, you're an easy target. People can take advantage of you. And if you make it know that a people pleaser, people are going to take advantage of you. You're just going to realize that you are doing things you don't want to do just because you don't know how to say no to things. For example, somebody is asking you to lend them money just because you don't know how to say no, and that money, it's not like you have it, it's not like you can spare it at that particular time, but just because you have not learned boundaries and learning to say no to people, you're going to give it to them, and at the end of the day those people don't end up paying you, and then you're going to hate yourself for like, why did I do this? I should have just said no when I knew I couldn't afford it. Okay, so to my bonus points, which is 25 is not a deadline. I used to be one of those people that want to achieve a lot of things at 25. Why do we have like 25 is the deadline of things we can achieve of our goals? Like, people don't achieve things in their 30s. A lot of billionaires even achieve a lot of things in their 30s. Why do we have like 25 is that time that you cannot afford to get it wrong? I mean, 25 is for chilling. There's no timeline. We are not in control of our timelines. There are time and season for everything, and God makes things happen at the right time. So going on about, oh, I want to do these things at 25 might not work out for you, because if it's not the right time for God to do those things for you, it's not going to happen no matter how much you try. So it's better to just take it slow, relax, enjoy the process. Not to say not to work hard. Of course, you should work hard, you should work smarter, but then do not let it be a do or die affair. Things will happen at the appropriate time. And I think I'm actually also talking to myself, because there are a lot of things that I am actually being hard on myself on. I'm like, oh, girl, all the things you said you were going to do at 25, then is it looking like you're going to do it now? So I'm just going to take my time